and it feels like forever. I'm just gonna do this quick little hairstyle. I did it a couple weeks ago and I absolutely loved it. I did my total wash day routine today, rice water treatment, scalp treatment, as well as I did a deep condition. And I'm going to make sure that I really define my wash and go. Like, that's really my goal today, is to define my wash and go. I want the curls. I have really pretty curls that I absolutely love, and I want to make sure that I really define them really good. My hair, I just love it, you guys. My little curls in the back. Okay, so on the list today, we're going to go ahead and use Cocoa Cream by Carol's Daughter, Extreme Wet Line Gel. You guys know this is my favorite holy grail, and Jamaican Black Castor Oil. So as you can see, I'm putting the Jamaican Black Castor Oil on my edges. I typically go ahead and I stress out my edges with laying down my baby hair, tugging and pulling. You want to make sure that you give it a lot of extra love on both sides as well as in the front. And, just to make sure that, you keep your edges nice and healthy. Next, you guys know that I really like to make sure that my hair is parted off in 4 sections, because it does make it easier to just kind of manage and see what exactly I'm doing, as well as just making sure that the product gets on there nice and evenly. Oh my gosh, it's a gray hair. That's from 2020, y'all. And I kind of walked away from the camera for a little bit, had to step out, so I needed to go ahead and respray my hair down. So as you can see, I'm getting ready to work in the top left section. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that it's nice and wet and saturated so I can go ahead and manipulate the hair. Don't forget to detangle. That is a step that I never want to forget. So let's make sure that you detangle each section as well. I'm going to go ahead and part it because we're getting ready to start the style here. I do like to make sure that my part, if it's a style, is extremely straight. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply that cocoa cream. Again, I'm using a small section because I want to make sure it's nice and moisturized. As well as I'm going to go ahead and take some of that extreme wet line gel and make sure that my hair, on the edges of my hair, as well as how I'm getting ready to pull this up in a braid, is nice and smooth down. So you guessed it, here we go. We're getting ready to go ahead and braid it down. There's really no explanation here, you guys. I'm not a braider, but I have learned how to at least braid my own hair. If I typically need something done, I know how to at least braid my own hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and braid it down here. You want to make sure that you put a rubber band on the end to keep your hair from unraveling. Don't tie it too tight, because you can tie it too tight and be pulling at your hair, but just enough to make it stay. My favorite. I'm going to go ahead and start laying down my baby hair just a little bit so this part can actually dry as well. So just like I'm getting ready to do with my entire head, I'm going to go ahead, take that diamond brush, make sure this section's already detangled, take a little bit of that wet line gel, and I'm actually going to apply it in my hair, but I'm going to make sure that I'm taking my hair in little sections. You guys, I really want my curls to really pop. Not only do I want them to pop, but typically if I don't take my hair in small sections, it just kind of is not curly all the way to the root. So I want to make sure that my hair is little small sections and every piece of hair is nice and curled up. And go ahead and fluff it a little bit. getting ready to take the next section. So what I'm doing is I did one big larger braid, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take a skinnier braid. I want it super skinny. I've never braided this small before, but I was gonna go ahead and attempt anyway. And I also want to make sure that my parts are nice and straight. Oh my gosh, you guys, look, it came out really good. I can't believe I even braided that small. So I'm gonna go ahead and take another section, which is gonna be another larger section, not a skinnier braid. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that product. Make sure my hair is nice and moisturized. Again, with the wet line gel, making sure that when I do braid it down, it's nice and smoothed over. And then you guys already know the process. I'm gonna go ahead and braid it down. I don't even know why I keep showing you guys how I keep swooping my edges baby hair in the braid, but I like to make sure this part is nice and styled. Woo, came out super nice, you guys. And look at this curl. Because I individually curled it, it's perfectly spiraled. So next, what you're gonna see here is I'm working in the back section now, taking the back section and making it even smaller. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that cocoa cream. Again, y'all, I am a product junkie. I like to make sure my hair has lots of product in it. It's nice and moisturized, and it's able to withhold for a few days for my wash and go. So I'm gonna go ahead and also add in that wet line gel. But you guys, I finger comb through, and that's how I don't really get the curls that I'm looking for, the super defined ones. So I wanted to make sure that I'm taking it in small sections. As you can see how little I'm grabbing the hair to make sure it's super curly and has plenty of product from the root to the tip. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn around so you guys can see a little bit closer. Even though you can see at the root, unfortunately I can't see behind my head, guys. So it could be a little bit better, but it does end up coming out really pretty. Okay, y'all, I finally made it to the front, and this process probably took me a lot longer than my usual wash and go process, just because I was parting it in very small sections. But I'm finally in the front, and lately, since my hair has been growing like weeds, you guys, I wanted to pull my curls more towards the front, just to make it lots more feminine and just kind of give myself some little bangs. So I pulled the curls towards the front, taking the same process and just go ahead and twisting it down in the front. Now I know I didn't do this in the back, but I just realized a lot that my hair is a different texture towards the front, and my hair is more spiraled in the back. So in order for them to match from the front to the back, I kind of just coiled it around my finger just to make sure that my curls are unified. Personally, that's just my preference. You know, you don't really have to do that if you want to leave it more wavy or crinkly in the front. Definitely go ahead, and typically this is the first time I've actually done both methods because I noticed that my hair texture has kind of changed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep coiling the ones that I see that are more wavy and making sure that it's coiled around my finger. Some of the curls were covering the side braids, and I really wanted the hairstyle to kind of show, so I wanted to make sure that it's not in the way, as well as finding little pieces that needed didn't have enough product on it, making sure that it had product and that it was curling up. So once again, you guys already know, taking my little edges here at the bottom, I like to curl it in a nice little swoop here. It looks like the baby hair that I did in the beginning got a little bit dry, so I just wanted to make sure that it was nice and swooped. And here's the fun part. I got some little hair jewels off Amazon. It comes in a big thing. And then you have like little ones of all different types of designs. So I'm gonna go ahead and add those. and it comes out super cute. I'm not the one to put like 100 hair jewels in there, but just enough to give it a little bit more style, pop, and just to have something different for this week. But as you can see, look at my curls, super defined all over. I'm gonna forever now do my wash and go like this because my curls are so pretty. And for a closer look, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. And here's a sneak peek of my Snapchat. Like, comment, and subscribe.